Ballistol has been selling the same bottle since 1904. 120 years of reputation, $12 a bottle at any gun store or online retailer in the country. Every gunsmith who has read the product datasheet knows exactly what is inside that 120-year reputation. Medicinal grade mineral oil, a proprietary blend of alcohols, alkaline salts of oleic acid, and 2 minor additives. The mineral oil does the lubrication and corrosion protection work. The alcohol blend does the cleaning and solvent work. Those are the 2 functions hunters actually need from a gun oil. Mineral oil costs around $2 at any pharmacy. Isopropyl alcohol at 70% costs $2 at any pharmacy. That is the complete working system at a fraction of the price. Before I walk through what each component does at the bench, I want to tell you about Rolf Kessler and his 30-year shop. Rolf is a German-American gunsmith who retired after 30 years, running a shop in rural Virginia near the Shenandoah Valley. He was trained in Germany and worked with Ballistol from the very first day of his gunsmithing apprenticeship. He used it, he recommended it, and he sold it in his shop. He used Ballistol professionally for 20 years, straight before he sat down and actually read the datasheet. He said reading that datasheet was the first time he understood exactly what he had been buying and why it worked. He did not stop recommending Ballistol after that. He started telling every customer who asked what was in it and where they could buy the same components for $2. He said not one customer chose to pay $12 after they understood exactly what they were paying for. Before Rolf walks through the side-by-side bench comparison, I want to point you somewhere before the comparison. With exact mixing ratios and application sequence, is all documented inside the Hunter's Vault right now. Scan the QR code showing in the top left of your screen right now, or find the link in the description below and get the full guide. Now, let me explain what each component actually does. Mineral oil is a long-chain hydrocarbon derived from petroleum. It is chemically inert and does not react with metal surfaces. It sits on the metal and creates a physical barrier between the steel and the atmospheric moisture that causes rust. That barrier is what prevents corrosion from forming. It is also what reduces friction between moving exterior metal parts. Every function hunters rely on Ballistol to perform on metal surfaces is performed by the mineral oil in the Ballistol formula. Isopropyl alcohol at 70 or 91% concentration is a fast evaporating solvent that lifts carbon fouling, residual oil, and surface contamination off metal surfaces. It leaves no film, it evaporates completely and leaves nothing behind. The sequence of isopropyl first, mineral oil second, replicates the function of Ballistol on any hunting rifle exterior, any knife blade, or any gear surface that needs cleaning and protection. Rolf made one point about honesty that I want to pass on directly. He said Ballistol contains ingredients the $2 combo does not. The oleic acid salts in Ballistol give it mild alkalinity that is particularly useful for neutralizing black powder residue. If you shoot black powder loads, Ballistol has a functional advantage that straight mineral oil and isopropyl do not replicate. For centerfire hunting rifles and modern cartridge ammunition, the black powder neutralization property is not relevant. The mineral oil and isopropyl combination performs identically. Rolf said he has not bought a bottle of Ballistol in 10 years. He buys the 2 components separately at the pharmacy and has never noticed a difference in outcome on any firearm. That is 30 years of professional gunsmithing behind that statement. Rolf also made a point about the history of Ballistol that most hunters who buy it have never been told. Ballistol was created in 1904 by the German military as a universal maintenance product for rifles and leather equipment. The goal was one product that could clean metal, lubricate metal, protect leather, and treat minor skin abrasions in the field. The formula has not changed significantly since 1904. That is either a sign of an excellent original formula or a sign that nobody bothered to update the chemistry in a century. Rolf said the truth is that it is honestly a bit of both. The mineral oil base is genuinely excellent for metal protection. The oleic acid component is genuinely useful for leather care, and the formula works well because it was well designed originally. None of that changes the fact that the primary working components cost $2 combined at any pharmacy in the country. Rolf's point is not that Ballistol is a bad product. His point is that hunters deserve to know what they are buying, and once they know, most of them make a different choice at checkout. Coming up, Rolf demonstrates the side-by-side comparison on 2 identical rifle barrel sections with the same protocol. Rolf sets 2 rifle barrel sections on the bench, side by side. Both sections came from the same rifle, cut to identical length. Both sections have the same surface condition, same finish. He applies Ballistol to the left section exactly as directed. He wipes it on with a clean patch, lets it sit 2 minutes, then buffs the surface down with a dry cloth after. He applies isopropyl alcohol to the right section first, wipes it clean, lets the alcohol evaporate for 60 seconds, then applies mineral oil with a clean patch and buffs it down with a dry cloth. He holds both sections under the shop light for comparison. The surface sheen is identical. The protection level is identical. The cost of the left section treatment, $3 a bottle. The cost of the right section treatment, under 50 cents. Rolf said he did this same comparison for every customer who came into his shop asking about gun care products. He stopped after a few years because the result was always the same, and he was tired of explaining why something that simple had been sold as a premium product for over a century. The cleaning sequence is the part most hunters get wrong. Most hunters apply oil directly to a dirty metal surface. The oil traps the fouling underneath and does not penetrate. The surface looks clean and oiled, but the fouling is still there. Isopropyl alcohol first, applied with a clean patch, strips the carbon fouling and old oil off the metal surface. It evaporates completely within 60 seconds and leaves nothing behind. The metal is now clean and dry and ready for protection. Mineral oil goes on next, a light coat on a clean patch, wiped across the bore exterior, bolt body exterior, and any bare metal surface that sees the elements. That is the complete sequence. Clean first, protect second. Rolf said most gun care product failures he saw in his shop were actually application failures, not product failures. Hunters applying oil without cleaning the surface first. Hunters applying too much oil and attracting dirt to the surface. Hunters re-oiling over old fouling that had been sitting for months. The $2 combo does not fix a bad application sequence. Neither does Ballistol, neither does any other product. The sequence is the protocol. The product is secondary. That said, Rolf made the honesty point he always makes. Ballistol has one use case where it outperforms the $2 combo, black powder. The oleic acid component in Ballistol has mild alkalinity that neutralizes the acidic black powder residue that centerfire and modern cartridge ammunition does not produce. If your hunting involves black powder loads, keep a bottle of Ballistol. For everything else, the pharmacy products match its performance on the rifle at a fraction of the cost per application. Rolf keeps two things on his bench, mineral oil and isopropyl alcohol. He has kept those two things on his bench for 10 years, since he retired and stopped carrying Ballistol inventory. He has maintained his own rifles, his clients' rifles, and every piece of hunting gear his family owns each season with those two products across 10 full years of use. He said not one piece of gear has shown rust, fouling buildup, or any maintenance failure that he would attribute to the switch. That is 10 years of field data from a 30-year professional. One last thing Rolf said that changed how I clean my own rifles. He said most hunters clean on a schedule, not on a condition basis. They clean after every range trip, whether the rifle needs it or not. He said cleaning more than necessary introduces more handling, more risk of scratching, and more chance of introducing moisture into areas that were previously sealed and protected. The correct trigger for cleaning is visible fouling or field exposure. If the rifle went out in rain or heavy humidity, clean it. If it went out on a dry, cold day and you fired 10 rounds, wipe it. A wipe down with a clean, dry cloth after every outing is all the maintenance most rifles need between proper cleaning sessions. The full cleaning sequence with isopropyl and mineral oil is reserved for after genuine fouling exposure or seasonal storage. Rolf said that approach, condition-based cleaning with minimal intervention, is what kept service weapons at Fort Campbell in field-ready condition for 2 decades under armorers who used nothing but those two products. The complete mineral oil and isopropyl protocol for every application, with exact concentrations and sequence by gear type, is documented inside the Hunter's Vault right now. Or hit the link in the description below and get the full guide. If you have a bottle of Ballistol in your cleaning kit right now, you do not need to throw it away. Use what you have. When it runs out, go to the pharmacy, not the gun store. Go get the full protocol right now while you're watching. Before you close out, hit subscribe right now. Rolf is back on the bench next week with what he found in a rifle that had not been cleaned in 11 years, and the product that cleared it in 20 minutes.